import the foreign policies in the 1980s, you indicated that we shouldn't be passing nuclear treaties with Russia, despite the fact that 71 senators, Democrats and Republicans, voted for it.
The statements that Governor Romney makes show little understanding of what is actually going on in the 21st century.
This is to Russia. This is, without question, our number one geopolitical foe.
Is not up to date, and that is a very dangerous aspect. That's just an example of his 20th century approach to 21st century issues.
He's even blurted out the preposterous notion that Russia is our number one geopolitical foe. Folks, Sarah Palin said she could see Russia from Alaska. Mitt Romney talks like he's only seen Russia by watching Rocky IV.
We have a lot of problems that are not leftovers from the past, but are of the moment. We've just been talking about one, namely Iran. And in many of the areas where we are working to solve problems, Russia has been an ally. You know, they're in the P5+1 talks with us. They have worked with us in Afghanistan and have been very helpful in the Northern Distribution Network and in other ways. So I think it's somewhat dated to be looking backwards instead of being realistic about where we agree, where we don't agree, but looking for ways to bridge the disagreements and then to maximize the cooperation.
We already have enormous numbers of sanctions against the Russians. The relationship between us and Russia has deteriorated, sadly.
Very significant effort to hold Russia accountable. You are really ripping apart something critical to the security of the United States, and you are doing President Putin's work for him.
Most recent and troubling of these has been Russia. There's no doubt now that Russia has used cyber attacks against all kinds of organizations in our country, and I am deeply concerned about this. I know
Russians, Russians,
and learned again from the media.
Russia, the Russians, something to do that help
Russia,
Russians.
This is such a crock of shit.